Folks, how's it going? Nice cup of coffee here in Colombia in the coffee region. I am currently near a place called Manizales here in the coffee region. Look how beautiful it is. We're here in a mansion, an old narco mansion apparently, so there you go. Anyway, today's video. When I got, a lot of people ask me this question, how did you get the gig with Diamond Head? Diamond Head, one of Metallica's, if not the biggest Metallica influence, big influence on Megadeth and a lot of bands really, one of the most influential rock bands of the last 50 years you could say, and they started about 50 years ago. How did I get the gig with those guys? Well, you could say it was fortuitous or lucky, or you could say that I was prepared. And if I wasn't prepared, then I wouldn't have got the gig. So this is what today's video is about preparing yourself as a player, as a musician, to be able to grab hold of those opportunities when they arise. Because if you look at life, it's a lot like that, isn't it? It's about being prepared to grab an opportunity when it presents itself. So I'd been playing for 12, 13 years at that point. I was pretty proficient, but I'd learnt the ways. I learnt, all the things I teach now on my Pretender to Pro coaching program at tsmusicacademy.com. The 5 fundamentals, the 5 cornerstones of great musicianship, as I like to call it. Technique, theory, rhythm, improvisation, ear training. Those 5 basically cover most of what you need to know. There's obviously other little subdivisions and stuff like that, other little areas you look at, but they're the main ones for me. And so when opportunity came knocking, I was able to step up to the plate and do such a good job that they, straight away after that gig that I did, which was the first gig I did with them at Wacken Open Air, biggest rock festival in the world, they said, "Do you want the gig?" So what did I do to get to that point? I was asked to learn 10 songs in 10 days. 5 were Diamond Head songs, 5 were Tigers of Pantang, because there was a stand-in guest vocalist on the day. Diamond Head were kind of splitting up at the time with their original singer, Sean Harris, so a guy called Jess Cox stood in. I'll put the link in the description here. That video's on YouTube, playing in front of like 60, 70,000 fans. Jess Cox, not the best singer in the world, but he just came in and did a job for Diamond Head because they wouldn't have been able to do the gig. Much like me, I got the call 10 days before. They were told that I was a fast learner. And the reason I was a fast learner is because I'd studied the ways. And again, that's what I now teach. Pretender to Pro at tsmusicacademy.com. Just started doing that coaching program after doing about a year of Speed Mechanics Elite coaching. That's going great guns as well. 7 5-star reviews so far. So people are really digging that one. So you can get to a point, if you come on board and listen to the wisdom of what I've built up over the last 35 years, get you to that place where you are ready. Because it's a certain recipe, right? It's a certain recipe of connecting the dots with the guitar and being able to perhaps, the great thing about that is when I got those 10 songs, they were like, probably to like an average guitarist, they would have just been like, I got to learn 10 songs in 10 days. To me, it was just like, I made sure that I went through them, the set at least once a day, sometimes 2 or 3 times. Morning, evening, whatever. And I listened to the songs when I was driving, in my car. I said this before, like a mental rehearsal is as good as a physical one. So even if you're listening in bed late at night and you're trying to learn a set quickly, you just close your eyes and you imagine yourself playing the riffs. That's as good as a physical rehearsal, guys. I talked before about visualization and bringing a hypnosis and stuff like that into your development, and it's a big thing. Lots of people, poo-poo it and say it's all bullshit. And as I said on a video yesterday, and I've proven that it works, and many other people have as well. Why would hypnosis be a thing? We're not talking about TV hypnosis where they make you walk around like a fucking idiot. We're talking about tapping into your subconscious, which is a vast field of awareness. And when they say we only use like 10% of our potential, well, hypnosis and visualization might get you up to 20, 30% of your potential. So listen to this. This is Guitar Wisdom. If you've got any questions about this and how you can progress and use these techniques to further your guitar, and your musicianship, drop a comment down below. I'm all ears. I want to help you. This is what I do. I travel around the world, coming to beautiful places like this, working online at tsmusicacademy.com, getting 5-star reviews, and helping guitarists to, connect the dots and make it happen. So again, there was definitely a certain amount of luck involved in terms of me getting the call at that time, but I was prepared. I got a phone call 10 days before the gig, but I did the job. And what if there was a guitarist who hadn't done the preparation that I'd done, gone through the steps that I had in order to become that level of proficiency, not just playing wise, but learning wise, being able to learn fast. That's sometimes what you've got to do. And again, these techniques that I'm talking about, visualization, mental rehearsal, positive attitude obviously is good as well. These are the things that can give you that extra edge next to the other guy. If there's two guys going for an audition and one's doing this kind of thing that I'm talking about, the visualization, all that mental rehearsal, hypnosis, and the other guy's not, I would say the guy that's doing that is more likely to A, be good enough to get the job in the first place, but B, to be able to learn that stuff. If you're under pressure and you've got to learn stuff quickly, then this stuff is like second to none really. So anyway, I'll make this video too long, but yeah, the take home point that I wanted to make is that, well, there's a famous saying, isn't there? If you fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Something along those lines. But saying that doesn't really allude to what is involved. And that's what I'm doing now with people at tsmusicacademy.com on private lessons as well, is showing guitarists that it's not just about practicing for like however many minutes and hours you can cram in a day. There's a psychological approach to it, another sphere in your awareness that can help you become the more complete musician. Whether it's, one of my guys, Greg, started on Pretender to Pro about a month ago, and we started doing some of the ear training, which he said he was like a baby at. He was like, oh, just treat me like a baby when it comes to ear training. 2 weeks later, he said he was starting to dream like about intervals and what, he could hear the intervals and identify them when he was dreaming. Again, dreams are a trapdoor to our subconscious. So if he's having that after a couple of weeks on Pretender to Pro, he's going to go to the next level and the next level after that. When you bring it into this, this holistic view of a guitarist, rather than we're just flesh and bones and that's it. No, we're much more than that, and you can become a guitarist in that vein. So again, drop a comment down below if you're interested in this kind of thing. Would love to hear from you. Go and check out the 5-star reviews for Speed Mechanics at tsmusicacademy.com. There's no reviews for Pretender to Pro yet because I only started it about a month ago, but I'm crossing my fingers. I think that I'll be getting some 5-star reviews for that as well in the coming months. So as I said, go to tsmusicacademy.com. You'll see my stuff on there. Have a look around. There's free community on there as well. You can sign up to a number of free, Troy's got quite a few free like face melter and fretboard mapping and all this kind of thing. These are free things that you can sign up for, and then you become part of the community. There's about 2,500 on the community already, and you can get to ask questions in the community and get some help. So yeah, we really want to put that out there. And there's Guitar Camp, which Troy's putting on for the first time ever in October in New Mexico. I think it's a 5-day or a 7-day event where you can, only about 8 or 10 people can come to that. So all of that, of course, will be detailed at tsmusicacademy.com. So I was very proud to be part of this awesome community of guitarists, rock and metal guitarists. And yeah, thanks for listening. This is Rob Mills, over and out from Colombia.